Oh, well, good evening. Not much of a video today. It's minus 33. I just got done from getting the eggs. I got 8 eggs, and I was counting. We only got 15 hens, so 8 eggs. That's right on point for us. Chippy, Brownie, and the llama there. They got water. The heater's still going. They got lots of feed. I put a bale in there yesterday for a little bit extra bedding and warmth for them because, yeah, it's minus 33 and that sucks. I did have to make a bag for the neighbor today, or not a bag, effectively like 3.5 bags. He brought over his creep feeder and we just filled that right up for him. But it was hard to get stuff going. Of course, if you don't need to run stuff beyond minus 30, it's better if you don't. You know, the steel even starts to get a little more brittle than it is at plus 10. So you set yourself up for disaster. The one thing I really notice is the hoses, right? Your coolant lines, when they start off being minus 30 or whatever, and then you heat them up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit and then cool them back down to, there's so much heating and expanding and contracting that you're guaranteed for bursted hoses and leaking hoses. Same with the hydraulic lines, all that stuff. So after I got those 3 bags made today, I actually just unplugged everything and I was like, you know what, I'm not running anything else today. I did get the 50-pound bags of chicken feed that I wanted to make. I got those made up, and then I mean, now I'm going in. It's like a little after 6. But I was thinking too about the feed scenario. So there was a big thing going on in the States about chickens not laying eggs and so on and so forth. Of course, lots of people have covered that. I don't think it's a conspiracy either. I think chickens run through their natural course. But more than that, I've been talking to some people about it who have been here recently to get their feed. More than even the conspiracy, and is it a conspiracy, and is it happening, and is it not happening? I know there's a huge shift of people wanting to do farm direct feed, farm direct beef, pork, chicken, lamb, all this stuff. And one thing that I find, being the feed guy, really, I mean, we make a lot of feed for a lot of different animals. A lot of people are trying to, they're almost trying to commercially feed their farm direct animals. And, you know, you're starting to split hairs when you do that. I talk to a lot of people about the way we feed our chickens. So we make up a ration, and it is really popular. It's just mixed grains. It's 40% barley. No, it isn't. It's 40% wheat, 40% peas, 10% canola, 5% oats, 5% barley. The cereal grains are rolled, the canola's ground up, and then the peas are busted up, mixed together. We've thrown oyster shells in some of it, and so on and so forth. Makes a really good feed, and it actually makes a good feed for everything. If the oyster shells aren't in there, people feed it to their pigs and everything else like that. But more to the point of the feed, so that feed, without all the vitamin, the mineral, the antibiotics, all the other stuff that's in commercially manufactured feed or factory farmed created feed for those high intense, high volume, high population barns, you got to realize that when people are shopping direct, they don't want that stuff. That's why they're coming to your farm to buy your eggs, to buy your pork, to buy your chicken, your beef, whatever the case may be, your lamb. They're coming because they're trying to get away from that. They don't like there's several reasons. One, they don't like the ethics of it. They don't like all the stuff that's in the feed that these animals are being fed. And the list goes on of things they don't like. But a really, really big one is they don't like the feed that they're fed. You read this all over about, you know, how it's affecting, or how people believe it's affecting the human population, the youth, the elderly, even us in the middle. And when you start to use just exclusively commercially produced feed, or you start to think, well, I'm not profitable enough, I need to get this commercial feed, my chicken production, egg production's down, my pigs aren't growing fast enough, you're making a trade-off there between being actually farm direct and what people want, and being just commercially fed, effectively factory raised animals, just a numbers game where you got them in their pen and they're force fed or whatever, this commercially produced feed, and then you're saying, well, but it came from my farm, so it's farm direct. So something to keep in mind. I'm going to kind of leave it at that. I know I rambled, but it's super cold out here. I should have done this inside, but definitely something to think about when you're looking at buying your feed, livestock. Absolutely not. Hey! What's going on there? There's two bulls. They get commercially raised or commercially produced feed, that's why. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Stay warm. We'll see you all on the next one.